Hello again and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas, and I'm here today with this glitter from Charlie's Nail Art. You get a 4 gram bag, and this is called Festival Fever, and as you can see it is a gorgeous rainbow holographic. And what I'm going to do today is what I wanted to show you is how you could use these glitters with dip powder. So I'm going to be doing it on this prepared tip, which I've already filed off the shine, and I'm going to be using some clear dip powder. So I'm just going to get everything ready and we will come back and encapsulate this gorgeous glitter on a tip. Okay, so I'm going to carefully take off the cardboard. You can see it comes in a resealable bag, and on closer inspection it has got some tinsel glitter, some smaller glitters, there's some bigger glitters in there as well, bigger hexagon pieces. Don't know if you can make out that bit there. So we're going to carefully, I'm just going to grab a tissue. I want to carefully open this. I don't want it to fly everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to open the clear dip powder, and if I was doing this on my own nails, this is be exactly the same way. So I would just apply the base to the whole of the nail, making sure it's all covered and it's nice and even, and then I would just dip into the clear powder and tap off any excess. And so it wouldn't make the nail overly thick, I'd leave that to settle in for a bit. You can see some tinsel on my fingers. Yeah, I'd leave that to settle for a bit, and then with a clean piece of tissue I would apply the base to the whole of the nail again, like so, and I'd wipe my brush, and then taking the glitter I would put the nail in the bag and dunk it in, and I will tap off any excess out of the bag. You can see how sparkly that is because we can't get any focus. There we go. So you can see all the tinsel glitter, and all those bits around the edge I would just leave those because I don't want to, I mean they most probably would fall off if you was to push them, but other than that they would file off when you file again, otherwise it will stick to you. So just leave that, just make sure it's all tapped off very gently, just push onto the nail. Sorry if I was out of camera range there, just to make sure it's all laying flat, and again you will pick up any loose pieces. And then we will apply a generous amount of the base again over the top and wipe the brush, make sure you get all them glitters out, and then again, well, hey, nearly dropped it, dunk it in, make sure it's fully covered, take it out, tap off any excess, and you have a completely covered nail. And I will just let that sit in that base for a bit, and then I will push the edges again and the top to make sure it's all flat. Okay, so that's all dried in. Looks absolutely gorgeous. It's laying somewhat flat, you can see that. So what I'll do now is apply another generous layer of the base, making sure we cover every part of that now. And wiping the brush to remove any glitter from that. And then instead of dunking it in, I'm going to get a spoon and use the lid and tip the clear dip powder all over. Make sure you cover everything, and then tap off the excess. And it looks a bit cloudy at the moment, but that will disappear, so we'll let that soak in and settle for a bit. Okay, and what was in the lid I've tipped back into the spoon, and now I will apply a second coat of the top, making sure that we get everywhere to cover all of those glitters. I have a clean piece of tissue there, so I'm just going to wipe that, and again cover with the clear dip powder. Make sure you get absolutely everywhere, because obviously when you file it back smooth, you don't want to file that glitter away. You can see it's not overly thick, it's got the nice apex arch on it. And again, I'm just going to leave that, and then I'll come in with the activator and file it all smooth and add the top coat. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the activator, and that will dry all the layers of base. And you know when it's dry because you can tap the nail and you get a clicking sound. Just make sure it's all covered. As you can see, goes back through clear, but the true beauty of that glitter will be apparent when we finished filing and add the top coat. Okie dokie, so if you listen, that's how you know it's dry. Now it's going to be a bit fiddly for me to file, but I'll do the side edges first, on the side walls, and then the tip, and then we'll come around this side and do that one. So if you can see any loose glitters there, I'll go underneath to do any of the loose glitters. Now that's sticking to me, and that's not the it's the blue tack that's sticking to me. But yeah, just round that corner off to match that one. And I don't know if it's going to be easier to take this off. I'll just stick that blue tack to my finger. But I mean, my file is sort of gone. I think this is a 180 to 240 grit file, and I use the 240 side first and just file over. I mean, it's not lumpy bumpy anyway, but as I say, this is a bit more difficult to do on this than it is, say, on my own nails, so please bear with my filing routine. Now I'm going to the other side just to file down. There's a bit of bulk there that I don't want, but if you look actually down that nail, you can see it's not overly thick, There's a little bit of bulk there on this side as well that I'd like to remove. So you don't want to file too much, because you will take, although it's protected, I want to see if I can get that back bit on the top, although it is protected by the clear dip powder. Now, I know you wouldn't do this on normal nails, but this is just because I want it to look nice. I mean, this would be a gorgeous look for the new year. Have some nice festival blingy holographic nails. But that's not lumpy bumpy, that is nice and smooth. Just make sure them sides and the tip is nice and done. Yeah, that is not lumpy bumpy, that is nice and smooth. So now we will just buff. Like so. And then I'm going to use my towel just to wipe off any excess dust. But at this point, I'd normally, if it was my nails, either wash my hands or use alcohol to clean up any dust. So there we have a nice filed nail. So to finish it off, we do another layer of the activator, like so. And then I have a clean piece of tissue here, one that's not caked in glitter. And then with the top coat, apply a quick top coat first of all. And you can see there that that clear dip powder doesn't ruin the look. It goes back totally clear. And then once that's dry, I will add another coat. It doesn't take long to dry, so let's add another coat. That doesn't take long to dry either, and then you just finish off with cuticle oil. But there we go. That is just absolutely gorgeous. So many rainbow colours. You can see the tinsel glitter, the bigger pieces of hexagon shape and the small. An absolutely wonderful bag of glitter from Charlie's Nail Art, and that is how you encapsulate glitter with dip powder. So I hope you found this video helpful, and check the links in the description box below. You can find all the fabulous goodies over on the Charlie's Nail Art website. You can also use my discount, which is BNM15, and you get 15% discount off of your order. Let's come in a bit closer. We can't get much focus, but just look at that out of focus bling. Absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.